Welcome to our channel. Coldplay's Chris Martin puts on a colorful show in New Zealand, plus Ariana Grande, Elizabeth Olsen, and more. Stars have been everywhere this week. In New York City, Ariana Grande continues her method dressing as Glinda, and Gayle King props her feet up on Late Night with Seth Meyers. Meanwhile, Chris Martin takes the stage in New Zealand, and Elizabeth Olsen attends a book launch party in West Hollywood, California. Here are the best photos of celebs out and about this week. Come back tomorrow for more of the latest A-list outings. Coldplay's Chris Martin performs to a sea of color during the band's concert in Auckland, New Zealand on November 12. Ariana Grande takes her wicked role as Glinda everywhere, heading out in New York City's Upper West Side, wearing a floral pink dress. Elizabeth Olsen brings her best dark academia outfit to the Didion and Babbitt's book launch party in West Hollywood, California, on November 12. Gayle King props her feet up on the table while on Late Night with Seth Meyers in New York City on November 12. Kiernan Shipka exits Watch What Happens Live in New York City on November 12. Landman stars Ali Larter and Demi Moore snap a photo together at the show's premiere in Los Angeles on November 12. Also at the Landman premiere, Kate Flannery arrives in black with gold accents on her skirt in Los Angeles on November 12. Robin Lively attends the Landman premiere in Los Angeles wearing a matching blue set with a gold blouse on November 12. Emma Roberts and Nicole Richie enjoy drinks at the Didion and Babbitt's book launch party in West Hollywood, California, on November 12. Coco Rocha, Scout Willis, Stacey Bendet, and Nikki Hilton Rothschild channel pop art in their outfits at the Alice plus Olivia Beatles collection launch in NYC on November 12. Also at the Beatles collection launch, Mary J. Blige steps out in fiery red with her sister LaTonya Blige DaCosta in New York City on November 12. Jeff Goldblum strikes a pose backstage while at The Tonight Show in New York City on November 12. Also at The Tonight Show, Lacey Chabert sparkles in a black dress for an interview in New York City on November 12. Jimmy Fallon shows off Luke Grimes' new album after the Yellowstone star performed on The Tonight Show in New York City on November 12. Inside Out 2 voice actresses Amy Poehler and June Squibb reunite at the film's Taskmaker event in Los Angeles on November 12. Hal Bailey wears a fleece dress and coat to the launch of Avian X Human Race limited edition bottles in Los Angeles on November 12. Henry Winkler grabs a soda and a hot dog at the 85th anniversary of Pink's Hot Dogs in Los Angeles on November 12. Martina McBride celebrates the launch of her wine, Luna and Finn, in New York City on November 12. Dorinda Medley holds up her phone camera at a Sanders Candy Bourbon and Bites holiday event in New York City on November 12. Melissa Gorga clears leaves on the front yard of her house in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, on November 12. Ev Hewson arrives at the New York City premiere of Bad Sisters, Season 2 in a black mermaid gown on November 12. Lala Kent takes her daughter Ocean 3 to an Ebb and Flow event in Beverly Hills, California, on November 12. Martin Lawrence tapes an episode of The Jennifer Hudson Show in Burbank, California, on November 11. Brooke Shields acknowledges the crowd while speaking on stage at Fortune's Most Powerful Women's Breakfast on November 12 in New York City. Charlie D'Amelio, who recently made her Broadway debut, celebrates the opening night of Maybe Happy Ending on November 11 at the Belasco Theater. Niecy Nash Betts and Jessica Betts celebrate the inaugural Gurus Awards on November 10 in LA. Kesha wears a black shiny top at the Glamour Women of the Year Awards on November 12 at Fotografiska Berlin. Charlie XX throws on a fluffy coat for an outing in New York City on November 12. Kristen Chenoweth is chic as she steps out in red and white in New York City on November 12. Mariska Hargitay attends the 18th Annual Depression Research Foundation AOP Luncheon on November 12 in New York City. Bradley Cooper stays warm in a beanie as he steps out for a stroll in New York City this week. Ashley Park and Samuel Arnold pose together at the Glamour Women of the Year Awards at Fotografiska Berlin on November 12. Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka bring date night to the opening night gala for Maybe Happy Ending at the Belasco Theater in New York City on November 11. Padma Lakshmi, Ethan James Green, and Simone Ashley are dressed to the nines for the 2025 Pirelli Calendar by Ethan James Green launch gala on November 12 in London. Darren Criss serves up some Johnny Walker Blue Label at the opening night celebration for his new show, Maybe Happy Ending, at Georgia Room in New York City on November 11. Connor Wood is pictured at the stand, sipping on a drink featuring his face as he celebrates 2 sold-out shows at the Gramercy Theater in New York City as part of his Fibs and Friends tour on Friday. Ryan Reynolds steps out for a walk in shades and headphones in New York City on Nav.